Welcome to Trinath Chemistry classes. In this video, I am going to discuss about intermediate first year chemistry topic, stoichiometry. In the stoichiometry topic, I am going to discuss about determination of empirical formula and molecular formula. In my previous video, we have seen how to determine the composition of a compound or molecule from its molecular formula. How to determine the composition. Composition means what type of elements present and in which ratio they are present. That's the composition of a compound or a molecule is discussed based on by using its molecular formula. Now, in this video, I am going to discuss about how to determine the molecular formula, empirical formula, and molecular formula. Empirical formula and molecular formula from the composition of the element. Empirical formula and molecular formula from the composition of the element. You see, here in my previous video, I have discussed how to determine the composition from molecular formula. Means, suppose C6H12O6 is given. This is the molecular formula of a compound, glucose. From this, based on this molecular formula, we have calculated how to determine its composition. That means how much percentage of oxygen is there, how much percentage of hydrogen is there, and how much percentage of oxygen is there. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss how to determine the empirical formula and molecular formula from the composition. You see here, composition will be given. By using this composition, how to determine the molecular empirical formula and molecular formula of the compound. Before going to the in details how to determine the empirical formula and molecular formula, first we need to know what is the empirical formula and what is the molecular formula, how these two are related to each other. First, let me discuss what is empirical formula, then what is molecular formula, then we can move to how to determine the empirical formula and molecular formula from the composition of a compound. Now, what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of the number of atoms of various elements. Present in a molecule of the compound. See here, empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of the number of atoms of various elements present in a molecule of the compound. So, empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of the number of atoms of various elements present in a molecule of the compound. For example, you see, what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula gives the, for example, if you take glucose, you see what is the ratio of the elements here? Carbon to hydrogen to oxygen is 6:12:6. What is the simple ratio? Here simple ratio is the 1:2:1. You see, the simple ratio of the elements present in a compound gives the empirical formula. Empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of elements present in the compound. For example, you see here 21:24 is the ratio. It is not the simplest ratio. Simplest ratio is 7:8. It is the further cannot be simplified. This is the simplest ratio. The simplest ratio of elements present in the molecule of the compound, which gives the empirical formula. Empirical formula represents the simplest ratio of various elements present in the compound or molecule. Simplest ratio of elements present in the compound or molecule. The simplest ratio means simplest whole number ratio of various elements present in the compound. So empirical formula is gives the simplest ratio of various elements, simplest whole number ratio of various elements present in the compound. Whereas molecular formula gives the exact ratio of various elements present in the compound. See here molecular formula gives the exact number of atoms of various elements present in the compound. Just now we have seen here, if you take glucose C6H12O6, you see glucose here, what is the exact ratio of elements? 6:12:6. This is the exact ratio of elements. What is the simplest ratio here? 1:2:1. See, simplest ratio of elements given by empirical formula, whereas exact ratio of elements, various elements present in a molecule, represented by the molecular formula. You see, very slight difference here. Exact ratio of elements given by the molecular formula, whereas the simplest ratio of elements given by the empirical formula. Simply, empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of various elements. Whereas molecular formula represents the exact ratio of various elements present in the compound. Now, let me discuss how this empirical formula and the molecular formula are related to each other. Empirical formula and molecular formula related to each other. See, empirical formula and molecular formula related to each other. Molecular formula is equal to empirical formula suffix n, where n is corresponds to gram molecular weight by gram empirical formula. Right? Gram molecular weight by gram empirical formula weight. You see here n corresponds to gram molecular weight by gram empirical formula weight. You see, molecular formula and empirical formula. how these two are related to each other? Molecular formula is equal to empirical formula suffix n, where n is the ratio between gram molecular weight to gram empirical formula weight. Gram empirical formula weight. Now, let me discuss a problem. You see, based on this relation. For example, for a compound, empirical formula is CH2O. Its molar mass is 180. Find its molecular form. If this is the question. Molecular formula. Find its molecular formula. For a compound, empirical formula is given as CH2O. Empirical formula is given as CH2O. Its molecular mass is 180. Find its molecular formula. Now, what is the molecular formula? Molecular formula is equal to empirical formula suffix M. Therefore, CH2O suffix M. Now, N is given by molar mass is how much? 180 by what is the empirical formula weight? Empirical formula weight is there is a one carbon 1 into 12, two hydrogens 2 into 1, and one oxygen 2 into 16. Now it is 12 plus 2 plus 16. This is how much? 30. Now N is becoming 6. N is becoming 6. Now molecular formula is equal to CH2O 6 times. So it is molecular formula is C6H12O6. Its molecular formula is how much? C6H12O6. Its molecular formula is C6H12O6. So how we arrived this? First, empirical formula is given. This is CH2O, and molecular mass also given. Molar mass also given 180. And they asked us to find out a molecular formula. We know that molecular formula and empirical formula are related as. Molecular formula and empirical formula are related as. How they are related? Molecular formula is equal to empirical formula suffix N, and N is given by gram molecular weight by gram empirical formula weight. Gram molecular weight by gram empirical formula weight. Now you see here gram molecular weight is 180. We know that how to find out the molar mass. See, similarly, we can find out the empirical formula of mass also. There are one carbon, that's why 1 into 12. There are two hydrogens, 2 into 1, plus one oxygen, 1 into 16. It is 30. Now N is becoming 6. So molecular formula is equal to empirical formula suffix M, CH2O 6 times. Suffix 6, C6H12O6. Because I have multiplied here, 1 is there. There is no number, that's why 1 into 6, 6. 2 into 6, 12. And 1 into 6, 6. Its molecular formula is C6H12O6. So far we have seen what is empirical formula. Empirical formula represents the simplest ratio of elements. Simplest ratio of various elements present in the compound. Simplest ratio of various elements present in the compound. Whereas molecular formula represents the exact ratio of elements present in the compound. Now let me discuss how to determine the empirical formula. How to determine the empirical formula from the given composition of elements. To determine this, let me take one example. Then based on this example, we can see how to determine the empirical formula. Now, this is the problem. A compound contains 4.07% of hydrogen, 24.27% of carbon, and 71.6% of chlorine. Its molar mass is given how much? 198. Now find its empirical formula and molecular formula. You see here composition of the compound is given. Then they asked us to find out empirical formula and molecular formula. See, there are certain rules are there to find out the empirical formula from its composition. So we can move the read the understand the rules step by step, and we can learn how to calculate the empirical formula and molecular formula. You see, once if we find out the empirical formula, we can calculate the molecular formula. Just a few minutes back, we have seen empirical formula and molecular formula, how these two are related to each other. How these two are related to each other. Molecular formula is equal to empirical formula suffix n. N is the molar mass by empirical formula mass. Molar mass by empirical formula mass. Now, there are 4 steps are there. One is, first step is, while to calculate the empirical formula from the composition, there are 4 steps are there. One is, first one is conversion of mass percent into grams. This is the first. Conversion of mass percent into grams. You see, here in my previous video also I have discussed. This is the weight percent of hydrogen, carbon, and chlorine. You see, convert this mass percentage into grams. Mass percent into grams. This is the first step. You see, now what is the weight of carbon? Weight of carbon is 24.27 grams. What is the weight of hydrogen? Weight of hydrogen is 4.07 grams. What is the weight of chlorine? Chlorine is 71.65 grams. Convert the mass percent into, means 100 grams of compound contains 4.07 grams of hydrogen. 100 grams of compound contains 24.27 grams of carbon, and 100 grams of carbon contains 71.65% of chlorine atom. So first what we have to do, conversion of mass percent to grams. You see, just simply what you can do is, just whatever numbers given, you calculate, sum them, add them, the total is 100, then you can take it as a grams itself. See here, 4.07% plus 24, 28 plus 71, it is almost 99.99 something. So that's why we can simply take it as a grams. So this is the first step. Conversion of mass percent to grams. Conversion of mass percent to grams. This is the first step. Now, what is the second step? Conversion of mass into conversion of mass into moles. Mass into moles. You see, whatever mass we are getting, convert that mass into moles. Convert that mass into moles. How we can convert it into moles? By dividing with its atomic mass. You see, we know that number of moles is given by weight by gram molecular weight. You see, we can convert this mass into moles by dividing with it, dividing it with atomic mass. So this is the second step. Conversion of mass into moles by dividing this weight with my atomic mass. You see, after getting moles, divide the mole value. What is the third step? Divide the mole value. Divide the mole value obtained in step 2. Obtained in step 2 by the smallest number. Divide the mole values obtained in step 2 by the smallest number. You see, whatever numbers indicate that's the step 4. Whatever numbers we are getting after dividing the moles with the smallest number, Smallest number corresponds to the number of simplest ratio of elements present in the compound, from which we can calculate the molecular empirical formula. Now, you see, we can solve this problem by step in the form of some tabular column. Now, let me discuss how to find out the empirical formula by following these steps. You see, what are the elements? What are the elements? Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Now, their atomic masses. What are their atomic masses? Carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1, and oxygen is 16. Now, mass percent. What is the first step? Convert the mass percent into grams. Mass percent into grams. What is the carbon? 24.27 grams. Then it is 4.07, and it is, sorry, not oxygen, chlorine here. It is 35. This is 71.65. You see, here, first what we have to do? Convert the mass percentage into grams. Convert the mass percent into grams. After converting the mass percent into grams, convert them into number of moles. See, number of moles, how we will get? 24.27 by 12. Here it is 4.07 by 1 and 71.65 by 35. Now, its value is how much? It is 2.02. It is a 2.02. It is a 4.07. It is how much it is? 71.65 by 35.05. It is almost 35.5 into 2 is almost 71. It is almost some 2.02 or something. Now, among these three numbers, 2.02, 4.07, 2.02. What is the smallest number? 2.02. The divide all the mole values obtained in step 2 with the smallest number. 4.07 by 02. This is equal to 2, and it is also 2.02 by 2. This is 1. This is 1. So here, what is the first step? Convert the mass percent into grams. This is the step 1. After converting the mass percent into grams, convert them into moles. Convert them into moles. To convert them into moles, we have to divide with atomic mass. We have to divide with atomic mass. Then, after getting number of moles of each element, what we have to do is you divide with the smallest number, whatever numbers comes, that ratio that gives the simplest ratio of elements present in the compound, which is nothing but empirical formula. So now, what is the empirical formula of the given compound? Empirical formula of the given compound is C1 H2 Cl. C1 H2 Cl. So it is nothing but Cl1, which is nothing but CH2 Cl. So this is the empirical formula. You see, here there are 3 steps. 4 steps are there. First one is what? First one is convert the mass percentage into grams. This is the step 1. Then convert them into number of moles. Then after getting number of moles, we can calculate the simplest ratio of elements. Now, it's empirical formula after getting empirical formula. Now, what is its molar mass is given? Molar mass is given 98. Sorry, 198. How much? It is 198. And empirical formula masses. How much it is? 1 into 12 plus 2 into 1 plus 1 into 35.5. So it is 14 and 49.5. 49.5. Now n is corresponds to 198 by 49.5, which is corresponds to 4. Right? So what is its molecular formula? Empirical formula suffix M. So its molecular formula is how much? Molecular formula is C4H8Cl4. C4H8Cl4. Right? So this is corresponds to 180, 140, 140 plus 48, 188 and 196. Right? So this is the way to determine the molecular formula and empirical formula from the given composition of elements. From the given composition of elements. Let me take another example. Then let me find out what is the empirical formula and molecular formula. Now problem is a compound contains 40% of carbon, 53.3% of oxygen, then 6.7% of hydrogen. Find its empirical formula. Now again draw the scene. First one is element. Second one is atomic mass. Second one is atomic mass. Now elements are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Now atomic mass is 12, 1, 16. Then what is the first step? Mass percent into grams. Convert the mass percent into grams. You see, if we convert now, what is happening? Here it is 40. Here it is 6.7. Then it is 53.3. Now convert these grams into moles. Number of moles of each. Now how we are getting here? Number of moles 40 by 12. So it is almost 3. Then for 3.33 centimeters. Is up to one decimal we have to find out. 6.7 by 1 it is 3.3. 5.53.3 by this is here 16. How much? 3. Then out of 53 again it is also again 3.3. Right? So here it is 6.7. See, out of these numbers, what is the smallest number? 3.3. 3.3 by 3.31. 6.3 by 6 approximately. This is 2. This is 3.3 by 3.3. It is 1. Now, what is its molecular formula? CH2. What is its molecular formula? CH2. You see, from the composition of element, this is the way to determine the empirical formula and molecular formula. This is the one of the important topic in intermediate public examination point of view. So please try to learn how to determine the empirical formula and molecular formula from the composition of a element, composition of a compound. Thank you for watching Trinath chemistry classes. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.